Howdy folks, Uncle Mason here, the Rig Doctor. Today I have a super exciting episode to share with you. I got a call from my good friend King Zapata, who's the guitar player for Gary Clark Jr.'s band, and he's got incredible tone. Just listen to this guy. Anyway, he's the real deal, and he asked us to come out and build a rig for him in his hotel room on his off day on this tour so that he could have his rig set up right to last him the rest of this tour without any issue and beyond. So come check it out. We're headed to the Sunset Marquis Hotel, an iconic hotel where all the rock stars stay, and let's see what happens. My name is Mason Marangella. I build rigs for the industry's top professionals. Now, I'm teaching guitarists how to build rigs like the pros, with DIY tips, easy mods, and all the tricks of the trade. I am the Rig Doctor. Come on, guys.
King Zapata, what's up, man? We're here.
What happened to you, Hunter?
Hey guys.
Crack of dawn. We're here early. It's hotel room edition, the Rig Doctor. I mean, if it fits, I don't know if you prefer it to be smaller or whether.
Yeah, I think the less should have to worry about.
Can we open up maybe this one, just kind of see them side by side? So this is what goes to the wall. Because if you wanted to keep these, if I can fix this, would you rather have this size? Because I can easily put a through into this. Like you could have the input coming in here and then the output of the foot switch coming down here.
Maybe would this go on top of this?
Yeah, that wouldn't be an issue. So you're cool if I start taking stuff off and kind of see how it fits over here? Okay. Shaved off what looks like about an inch or so and a couple inches in the width. Yeah. Dig it. If you're good with this, I'm good with this. I mean, that'll fit with it unquestionably.
Please, sir, can I have some less?
Actually, that's better.
I think step one is we should just modify all the hardware that needs to be modified and then test it. So I'm going to start with the reverb Carl Martin, or as they call them in Denmark, Hot Carl. That's too much for him. Gabriel, they're going to think something's going on in this room. There's three guys walking up here.
So what's this pedal here, basically?
This is a reverb pedal. We lost some wires on both of these actually, but I think it's fixable. I just need to figure out which wire went to which. Based on this, it looked like blue is on top, so we'll start there. See what we got. So we pulled out the two sockets because these were kind of broken off, and the wires also broke off. So we're just going to solder them directly to these terminals and hope we have life in our spring reverb tank here. I think this works. So mod 1, the mysterious black reverb, done. I'm just gonna go through and I'm just gonna take the whole thing apart minus the foot switch, and I'm just gonna resolder every joint in here. And we'll just, because we don't really know what it is, I think we just clean it all up, hope for the best. Alright. Let's contact cleaner this thing. We got Gabriel. The biggest mistake I always see people make when they put in deoxit is they don't actually work anything through the jack as as suggestive as it is, this is what really does the magic trick. That's about as good as we can hope to do. Alright, so we're going to consider this one done for now. This is a pass-through for the wah-wah, and we're going to move this jack over here so that we can leave some space to mount a new MIDI or a 5-pin DIN connector so that the Univibe pedal can pass through this as well. Yeah, we're just going to relocate this guy. Should be pretty easy. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some guitar cable, and I'm literally going to use this as your connection to the whole thing. So I just replaced the existing cables with just some Mogami 2319, and not that really improved maybe anything in particular. I just feel like in pass-throughs like this, if you can shield it with a high-quality guitar cable, you don't risk anything, so I did it. So I'm just going through right now and I'm putting Velcro on the pedalboard side. And pretty much all these already have dual lock on the pedals themselves because of how they were attached to the other board. So I'm just going to get the dual lock down, getting these guys down on the board, and kind of the arrangement that we had come up with Zapata. And so I'm just going to go through, get all these put down, and then we'll move on from there. So let's do it. So, front and back row, down. This is pretty good. We definitely got it more compact, that's for sure. What we're doing now is putting down the tie downs, getting all the power dressed for this thing, seeing what happens. See if it turns on. Noise test. This is amp. Bam. Alright. Is the amp on? This is how you'd set it normally, something like this.
Yeah, and this would be.
Can you turn the amp down now and just do it with just the amp, no attenuation? For just a second, leave the guitar on, but don't play anything. Hunter, crank it to like 6.
This is on 9.
Seems normal.
That seems pretty normal.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if it was. That sounds pretty normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's on 10.
Yeah, that's
Well,
good.
this is 5 now. That's 10.
So this is nothing. Here it is in. That's pretty quiet. Cool. All right, then that works. We can combine those two.
Sweet.
So we'll do that. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that. Oh.
Oh, yeah!
Master P endorsed this pedalboard. He made him say, oh. Remember Master P?
They don't know what Master P is.
Everybody's happy. So we're going to move on to audio. Alright, so as you can see, the power is completely done on this board. We're now moving to the audio. Let's see if we can set the land speed record for fastest patch cables ever made. We have Zapata at the helm, removing the housings off all of our pancakes. Connectors, that is, not flapjacks. And I'm getting the cables prepped. We'll see what happens. It's anybody's game. done. Look at that. Look at that thing. If Jimi Hendrix were alive today,
Yeah.
he would have used that. B.B. Ray Shepherd, he already uses this. B.B. King didn't use any of this. Stevie Ray Vaughan, you ever heard of him? I don't even think he used one pedal on here, except the loop selector. That's a lie.
Yeah.
He used that loop selector.
It's like it's grounding.
I wonder if that was... I'm curious if it's the jack. If it's this. Keep going.
Sounds stronger now.
I'm just gonna make another cable for this.
For the send.
Yeah, for the send down, we're just gonna see what happens. Let's plug this guy in. I want to see if I fix this thing.
All right, this is Eric Zapata for the role of lead guitar player.
Sounds pretty cool now.
Yeah, it sounds much louder now.
Okay. So we're good now. So I'll just cut away that cable and we'll pull it out when I get back. And then we'll make this thing go in here. And then the last thing I'll need to do when Hunter goes to Home Depot is we'll get the step drill bit. And I'll probably actually just drill out one of these and we'll just put it coming out of the front if it's okay to you. Cool. Cool. We're almost there. Just taking a picture of this in case I forget. I don't know what goes where. Got this. Are you okay with that? So what I did, because this had a hardwired MIDI cable, is I used the original MIDI cable as my guide to create a female end so that even though this isn't MIDI technically, it's just using this pin out so that it can control the univibe. So this allows you, if a cable goes down, you can use any 5-pin DIN MIDI protocol cable to go into this and you're not gonna have a problem. Cable goes down. So this is easier reliability for the unified. Let's see if we're working.
There it is.
It works.
Nice, Eric.
So, what do you think?
Great.
I think our work is done here. Main things we accomplished, we shortened the rig by a couple inches in the depth and in the width. We were able to consolidate the power so that there's just one IEC globally for the whole thing. Fixed the reverb pedal, made an external cable for the Univibe. Overall, how you feeling?
Great. I think the whole idea behind this is not having to worry about this. That's where it's at.
Right. And you mentioned the noise factor before. You called it vintage.
Yeah.
As a kind euphemism for the noise.
Yeah.
But even when we had this thing up really loud, you said it almost sounded like there was a gate on it. It was so quiet.
Yeah, it was very bizarre. I've never had that before.
Well, Zapata, we were happy to do this for you, and we really appreciate you hosting us here on tour in the hotel room, and glad we could make it happen almost by the stroke of midnight here.
It's midnight.
Yeah, it is midnight. Stroke of midnight, so Vertex after hours. Alright, cool. Final cleanup.
With the tone brush.
Job well done. So there you have it. We finished the rig. I'm not gonna say record time. We hit a few snags and bumps along the way. We were running to hardware stores and electronic stores just to get everything that we needed. But bottom line is, we were able to finish just in time. I've already gotten a message from Zapata. He's already used this on Howard Stern, and the thing is working like a champion, so we're so glad we were able to do that for him. If you like what you saw today, please make sure you do the things you like, you subscribe, and you comment and tell us what you think about this rig. It was one of my favorites. I love the type of tones that are on this thing, especially for that vintage Hendrixy SRV type thing. And you can see why this would be a killer rig to be using with Gary Clark, just with the amazing style that he has, and kind of blending vintage and modern music together and just really making it amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I am the Rig Doctor. Adios.